Guys, what's a cake wreck? Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Makari's Cakes here, and I'm super excited and glad to have you all here once again on my channel. On this channel, guys, I create anything cake content that has to do with baking and cake decorating tips. Okay, to my old subscribers, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos, and to the new ones that just subscribe or yet to subscribe, I see all of you. Thank you so much. Okay, so guys, let's just go straight into this video. But before I continue, I want to really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. We are now 5,000 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited, guys, because I remember when I started this channel, I was like, hey God, when will I ever get to 5,000 subscribers? And you see, here we are. We're now 5,000. Like, oh my gosh. Honestly, guys, I'm really thankful. I appreciate all of you one by one. May God continue to bless you all for me. Okay, now let's just go straight into this video without wasting much of your time. Like I said in the beginning of this video, cake wreck. Cake wreck is something no baker wants to experience. Trust me, not even me, and not even you that is watching this video right now. Cake wreck is something most bakers try to avoid, but unfortunately some people don't know how to go about this cake wreck of a thing. Now, that video you guys watched, I saw that video in one of these cake bloggers page, and I said to myself, why not come and talk about this thing here on my channel, in as much I dropped a very lengthy comment on that video on one of these bloggers page. Yes, and when I dropped those comments, I said to myself, let me just bring that comment here and share with you guys, because trust me, the comments I dropped on that bloggers page is a great tip that so many people will want to benefit from. Okay, now you see that cake that got wrecked. If you watch that video, you could tell something was wrong. Please, if you are the owner of that cake and you're watching me here on this channel, firstly, I really apologize for you experiencing such, but I want to really share some tips here that could really help you and help other people, because what I'm going to share here is the things that that we usually normally do to avoid cake wreck. Now guys, the first thing I want to say about that cake is stacking of the cakes from the beginning was really slippery, and there are so many things that can cause it. Number one, excess of cream when layering your cakes, especially 6 inches cakes. So all these small cakes, 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches is better. If you're trying to layer 6 inches cake, 7 inches cake, especially 6 inches cake, even 5 inches, even 4 inches cake, those cakes are too small. So when you try to layer it and then you're not packing cream, packing too much of fillings, trust me guys, the cake will collapse. So this is what I do whenever I'm trying to frost a 6 inches cake. When I try to put the first layer, I always try to make sure that the first layer of the cake should be should be a margarine base. But if there is no margarine base in the cake, I always try to put red velvet cake first, because for me, my chocolate cakes are always really moist. My red velvet cakes are moist, but I still prefer to put it first, just in case the cake I'm decorating at that moment, maybe there's no anything like margarine based cake. But if there's margarine based cake in all the layers I'm going to decorate, I try to put margarine based cake first layer first. Okay, so that's the first thing you should do. If you're decorating any cake and there's a margarine based cake, the first layer of cake that should be on the board is margarine based cake. And when you're trying to add layers of add cream, please avoid putting too much of cream. Trust me guys, whenever I try to layer my cakes and I put cream, by the time I get to the 5th layer, I always notice that it starts slipping from the bottom. This is because I've already put too much of cream from the first layer of cake. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So when you're trying to frost 4 inches cake, 5 inches cake, 6 inches cake, the first layer, please do not put too much cream, because if you do, that will be the beginning of your problem. That video, if you look at that video very well, the cake was slippery. It's already going by the side. The problem started from the bottom of the cake. So that's one tip you should take note. When you're stacking your cakes, please avoid packing too much of cream, especially 6 inches cake. Cakes that can accommodate much cream is like 10 inches cake because they are wide, and again, you know, like I said, they are wide and they have sort of weights on their own. But 6 inches cake is small. At times it can be very difficult to decorate. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So in this place, I said when your cakes are extra moist, reduce the cream and avoid too much of fillings, because even though you use dowel rods and the cream is much, especially when your cakes are moist, it will shift from top to bottom or even from bottom to top. It's just, that's it guys. Like I said before, I've seen this thing in one of my cakes. It happens to me like almost every day. Whenever I'm forcing a 6 inches cake, if I see that it's already shifting like this, I will just have to take away all the layers and then go and figure out the cream that's on the bottom layer, because that's where the problem starts. So I hope you guys have taken note of that. Please, like I said before, avoid too much of cream when you're forcing 6 inches cake, because the cake is small. If they are too much, it will be slippery, like to be going like this. Even if you pack too much of dowel rod on 6 inches cake, it will still collapse because it's a 6 inches cake, guys. You're not supposed to pack too much of dowel rod. If you put one dowel rod to stack it, the rest you can use kebab stick. Please, I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. So the next tip I'm going to say is, when layering with cream, use chunks of Oreo biscuits, chocolate chips. It helps to hold it when you're layering your cakes. What I mean is, when you're frosting, if you're putting a layer one, the second layer, try to, you know, when you put your cream, try to, you know, put some chunks of Oreos on the cream. Trust me guys, it helps it. You know, those things has a little bit of weight, not too much, but at least a little. All those things do help the cake to stay firm. This can only happen when there's not too much of cream. I'm not saying that you should not use cream to frost your cake, so no, use cream, okay, but it should not be too much. You can use fillings, but it should not be too much. Don't go and say, I want to pack too much of fillings in my cake so that my customer will like it. See, let me tell you something. You can pack too much of fillings so your customers will like it, but if anything should happen to that cake, your customer will not understand these things you're talking about. So the best thing is to do what? Save your neck first. Save yourself, save your brand first. It's very important, because if you're saying all this one, the customer will not understand what you are saying. What the client cares about at that moment is the fact that her cake collapsed or it got wrecked from you. So please save yourself first. So use chunks of Oreo biscuits, chocolate chips. It helps it. It helps it, guys, okay? Now, the next tip is allow to stay in the freezer for at least 1 hour so that it can be firm before doing your final coating. What I'm trying to say here is, you know, when after you finish layering your cakes with cream, filling and the likes of it, and then you do the first coating, please put it in the freezer. Please, I'm referring to, when I say cream, I'm referring to whipped cream cakes especially, and even butter cream. But whipped cream cake especially, because most bakers now do whipped cream cakes more than butter cream cakes now. So I'm referring to this, all these frosting that are too light, okay? The normal margarine based butter cream can stay, you know, outside the freezer for like 2-3 days, okay? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, you know, cake wreck and how to avoid it, okay? So what I'm saying is, frost your cakes, you know, when you're doing the first coating, please put in the freezer. The freezer will help it to firm very well, so that even while on cake transit, nothing will happen to the cake. Now, this can only happen if the foundation of the cake was properly managed. And when I say foundation, I am referring to what I said in the beginning of this video, which is your cream, the way you layer your cakes with cream and filling. If the foundation of that part of the cake is okay, and then you freeze it, trust me guys, nothing will happen to your cake. Just like when you're trying to build a house and the house collapses, what happens is, from the fault of the foundation of the house was not properly managed well. So everything starts from the foundation. I don't know if I'm making sense, guys. So you need to take note of that, okay? So it's very important, you know, after the first coating, put in the freezer for you to, you know, to be well firm enough, and then before you now do the final coating, okay? Now the next tip I have here is, if your cakes are too moist, Put in the freezer to firm a bit before decorating. Yes, this is a very important tip for those that cannot handle it. Me, I can handle moist cake because it's my thing. Like, I know how to, go about my cream cakes. Do you know, you guys understand me? But if you feel like your cakes are too moist and you don't want problem, you can freeze those moist cakes. I like to get firm properly before you can now start decorating your cake. With this method, it can even help you to avoid cake wreck. I don't know if I'm making sense here, okay? So please, like I said again, if you're the type that don't know how to, handle moist cakes properly, like you're scared of it will be shifting up and down, you can freeze it for like probably 1 hour, 2 hours. It will stay, and then before you can now do your final coating or your first coating or whatever, okay? But for me, guys, I don't have time for all this one because, like I said, I know how to handle my thing. My cakes are always too moist, so I know how to handle it. It's what I've been doing for many years. So I know the crooks, the cons, the pros, and everything behind it. I know how to handle it. So that's it, okay? Please, I'm sorry this video is lengthy, but it's what it is because I really want to talk about this thing very, very well. The next tip I want to share is dowel properly, but don't scatter the cake with dowel rods. If not, it will shift. After all, it's not a fondant cake. Remember, it's a moist cake. It's a cream cake mixed with kebab stick or a straw. Do you guys get me? I'm still talking about the same 6 inches cake because these things happen to 6 inches cake a lot. You can hardly see cake wreck happen to a 10 inches cake, 11 inches cake, or 12 inches cake because, like I said before, these cakes are wide and it's balanced on its own. But you see 4, 5, 6, 7 inches cake, these cakes are the type of sizes that do collapse on the road, okay? Now, when you're trying to dowel these cakes, dowel it properly, but avoid too much of dowel rod because if not, like I said here, it will shift because your cakes are moist. For me, guys, if I'm doing a 6 inches cake and I'm trying to dowel it, I just put 1 dowel rod in the center. The rest part of the cake, I use kebab stick because I don't want to use dowel rod to scatter my cake and then to start shifting. Although dowel rod helps to make the cake to be firm, but like I said before, if your cakes are too moist and then you're using too much of dowel rod to put on that cake, your cake will start shifting small because dowel rod itself has weight, and then your cakes are moist, then your cakes are small. You can imagine what's going to happen. So please try to mix it with kebab stick. 1 or 2 dowel rod is okay for 6 inches cake, and then the rest use kebab stick or you can use straw, okay? So that's it, guys. The next tip I want to share is lecture your delivery personnel very, very well. Like, teach them how they can carry your cakes because at times it cannot be their fault too. Let's be honest, because most times when cake wreck happen, people are always blaming the delivery guy, and most times it can never be their fault. Most times the fault is from the foundation of your cake, of how you stacked it, of how you stacked it, of how you layered it. So when the foundation is bad and then you now give it to the driver and then something happens, you start to blame your delivery personnel. Like, how? When you know that your foundation was totally wrong from the beginning, most times it can't be their fault. But however, try to lecture your delivery personnel. Tell them that and they should avoid gallop roads. That if they are driving, they should drive carefully. They should not be on too much speed because they are carrying something fragile. Lecture them what to do, especially if you're carrying tiered cakes with cream frosting. The best way to put your cakes is on the floor, in the front seats of the vehicle. If you're carrying two tiered cream cakes, you should put it in the front seat on the chair, and then you wedge it with probably a bottle, or this Pepsi bottle or the likes of it. You wedge it so that it can stand firm. I've not really experienced cake wreck in all my 8 years of business, so because I know how to handle these things. If you're trying to deliver a single cake, yes, it should be on the floor, in the front seat, but on the floor. With that, it is balanced and nothing will happen to your cake. If you should follow all these tips I'm sharing, guys, trust me, nothing will happen to your cakes, okay? At times, it can't be the fault of the driver, but from the foundation of the cake and how it's been layered from the beginning. All these are tips you guys need to understand. Do not blame your delivery personnel all the time. Rather, your foundation should be well taken care of, okay? And I said there again is that the thing with cream cakes is no matter the problem, you can always find a way around to make it work. And this is me, guys. This is the method I use, and it has never disappointed me in my 8 years of doing cream cakes. There are so many tips to go about this thing. Yeah, I have so many tips here in my head that I do with my cakes. In fact, I even did one yesterday. It was just shifting somehow, but I still try to find my way around. I'm going to put the picture for you guys to see it. So guys, that's it for this cake crack tips. I hope you guys got the tips well. I'm sorry this video is lengthy, but I just needed to say what I know here in this on this video, because so many bakers are experiencing cake wreck all the time. So guys, I hope you all have benefited from this video, and if you do, please kindly give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. It's very important you do this. Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up right now, yes, and please share this video to your different social media groups, your different cake groups, especially because it's a cake related content, right? So share it to others, your cake group that you belong to, so that people can benefit from it, because cake wreck can happen to anybody, and it's painful when bakers experience such thing, especially when you do not know what really happened from the beginning. Like I shared here, most of the time is the foundation of the cake that's the problem. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to your comments. Please ask your question in the comment section. I will definitely look forward to answer them, okay? And do not forget to watch ads on this video. It's very important you watch all my ads in all my videos. Yes, I will always be saying, because if I don't say it, you guys will not do the necessary thing, okay? Guys, thank you so much for watching once again. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Stay blessed and stay fabulous, and have an amazing day. Bye guys.